Everyone knows this rule. Put your food in the fridge and it stays safe. That's the whole point, right? Cold equals safe. Warm equals dangerous. But then explain this. Why do people still get food poisoning from refrigerated food? Why does leftover rice go bad even when it's been in the fridge overnight? And why do some food spoil inside the fridge without even looking bad? If the fridge is supposed to protect your food, why does it fail so often? Let's unpack that. Because most of us were taught something simple. Cold slows down bacteria. Less bacteria means safer food. And that's true, but it's incomplete. Think about how you use your fridge. You put hot food in, leftovers from yesterday, maybe some takeaway from last night. You open and close the door all day. Sometimes you leave things uncovered. Sometimes food sits there for days, maybe weeks. And yet, in your mind, it's all safe because it's cold. But here's where things start to feel off. You've probably opened your fridge and found something that smells terrible, or seen mold growing on food that was kept cold. Or worse, eaten something that seemed fine, but made you sick later. So clearly, the fridge isn't doing what we think it does. Here's the big misunderstanding. People think the fridge stops bacteria. It doesn't. Not even close. The fridge only slows them down. That's it. Imagine bacteria like tiny invisible creatures that love eating your food. At room temperature, they're active, multiplying fast, throwing a party. Now you put that food in the fridge. The temperature drops, and the party doesn't stop. It just gets quieter. They move slower. They reproduce slower. But they're still alive. Still eating. Still multiplying. Just taking their time. So instead of food spoiling in a few hours, it spoils in a few days. That's the real job of your fridge. Not protection. Delay. And there's more. Some bacteria actually prefer the cold. They're called cold-loving bacteria. And your fridge is basically their comfort zone. So while some bacteria slow down, others keep going like nothing changed. Now add another layer. Temperature isn't the only thing that matters. Time matters. Moisture matters. Air matters. Cross-contamination matters. Let's make this real. You cook rice and leave it out for a few hours before refrigerating it. During that time, bacteria already start growing. Now you put it in the fridge. You didn't reset anything. You just slowed down what already started. So when you eat it the next day, you're not starting fresh. You're continuing the story. Same with cooked meat. Same with soups. Same with leftovers. The fridge doesn't erase mistakes. It preserves them. And here's something even more surprising. Some dangerous bacteria don't change the smell, taste, or look of food. So your senses can't always protect you. Food can look perfectly fine and still make you sick. Now here's the moment where everything clicks. Your fridge is not a safety box. It's a timer. It buys you time, but it doesn't make food safe forever. So the real question isn't, is this food in the fridge? The smarter question is, how long has this been in here? And what happened before it got here? Once you see it that way, everything changes. That leftover you forgot for a week? It's not probably fine. That food you left out before refrigerating? It didn't magically become safe again. That container you keep opening and touching? You're introducing new bacteria every time. Even your fridge itself can be part of the problem. If it's too warm, bacteria grow faster. If it's overcrowded, cold air can't circulate properly. If it's dirty, you're spreading bacteria from one food to another. So yes, your fridge helps. But it's not a shield. It's more like hitting this slow motion button on spoilage. Now think about this. Why does milk still expire in the fridge? Why does bread still grow mold? Why do leftovers come with a eat within 3 to 4 days rule? Because cold doesn't stop time. It just stretches it. And once you understand that, you start using your fridge differently. You cool food quickly. You don't leave things out too long. You pay attention to how long food sits. You stop assuming cold means safe. And suddenly, the fridge starts working the way it was meant to. Not as a guarantee, but as a tool. So the next time you open your fridge, remember this. It's not protecting your food. It's giving you a small window before things go wrong. Use it wisely. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this and want more everyday mysteries explained simply, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.